in the whole, I've never read the eugenics thing and the whole Aryan playbook, but is the like the beer gut that sticks out of the t-shirt, like with Elon, is that like supposed to represent something cool, or is that a
You know,
desirable trait?
Elon Musk has had more gender affirming surgery than any 10 people I know.
It's true.
And so much of the attack on the transgender community is because it's a narrow slice of the population. It is easy in that ignorance to weaponize,
Yes.
and it serves the function of seeing how far can we go, right? It serves that function of saying, okay, we are going to dictate what healthcare you can and cannot access, which makes it so much easier to say, you can't access abortion care. Oh, you can't access the kind of care that can lower, dying in childbirth with Black women. We can restrict you from getting access to birth control. Like all of these things, you test on who you consider the weakest, least politically powerful, and then you simply expand. And by the time it's at the doorstep, then we're back to the Niemoller. I didn't say anything because
Right.
it didn't affect me. And then, as they came after each successive group. So, fight the fight when the target is small, because if you do not, they will sharpen their weapons on the bones of the people you ignored. You may not be an immigrant, but these laws, the Lake and Riley Act, allows them to stop anyone, including American citizens, and detain you indefinitely with no recourse. Because you've allowed that to happen, they have expanded it to a place where you can end up in an El Salvadoran prison because Marco
I mean,
Rubio just cut a
yeah.
deal with El Salvador, right?
Mark over
We
it.
Where is
didn't
the
even
recourse?
we didn't even get to this topic. I think we have to come back to it next
Yeah, next week.
week. But the prison thing is a big deal. That's a big, big, big,
It
big
is.
deal, and it's terrifying. Terrifying. I did not have that on my bingo card. I had a lot. I had Guantanamo on there. I
Well, they're
didn't
doing
have
that. They did do that. So
Yeah,
you can
they've already
trump that.
started that. And
Yeah.
again, everybody throw sand in the gears. If, slow down ICE, do not cooperate. Look out for your neighbors. Like we have, this is a very grassroots thing. The Democratic Party is not going to save you. No nonprofit. And I work for a nonprofit. We do great work, but we are not going to save you. It's going to take everybody throwing their fistful of sand in the gears.
If it,
That's just the way it is right now.
to your point, like there's going to be this thing where local police hook up with ICE to do the roundups, and that's where it has to come. Like if local police in your town are doing stuff, you need to make their lives miserable. You need to make everybody, they need to have consequences socially for what they're doing.
DeSantis just announced that the Florida Highway Patrol is going to be working with ICE.
Mm-hmm.
They can pull you over without cause, without reason, simply because they've profiled you, the color of your skin, the kind of car you drive, what have you. And under the Lake and Riley, they can detain people indefinitely without recourse. This ought to, it doesn't matter if you were born here 8 generations. This ought to scare the hell out of everybody and cause you to intervene on the behalf of people who will be abused by this, even if you think the color of your skin, your position in society will protect you. You have to intervene.
Right.
And so that's, do not be so fearful at this moment. We can actually push back, and Florida has proven, the Don't Say Gay, Don't Say Trans bill. We're able to go to court and get so much of it gutted and get more things than we even asked for. We have had Moms for Liberty on the run because we've shown up to school boards with real parents talking about their actual children in those school districts. 72% of Moms for Liberty candidates lost this last election, including people who lost on election night when Trump was elected president. And so the message from Florida, loud and clear, is gum up the works. Do everything in your power. Show up. Cede nothing to them. Do not be fearful. Stand toe to toe, and you'll see them blink more often than not.